YouTube! I'm back. I ain't gonna lie, I just did the intro like 3 motherfucking times though. Cause, you know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot how to work this bitch. No cap. But I'm back though, you feel me? I'm back and I'm better, you know what I'm saying? I did take a little bit of time to self-improve myself and yeah, man, you know, it's like I got my mind right and I'm back now and I'm not leaving this time for real. So, yeah, man, you feel me? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, don't do that because that's fake as fuck and I don't want no fake love. And I ain't even gonna lie. Last time I was on here, your boy was on color code, which means I couldn't smoke no tree. But I'm smoking my tree now. I got my paper, dude. You feel me? And we finna get high, nigga. They do it though, nigga. Straight into it though. I ain't gonna hold down nigga much longer.
Polo G is an artist that people once thought was gonna be the next rap superstar. And I mean, every sign was pointing right to it. Just a few years ago, this man had a #1 song, selling almost 140,000 copies first week. So people at the time was thinking he was one of the ones. He's the next rap superstar. Until everything went left.
I remember Polo G was popping too. Polo G used to be hard as fuck. I don't know what happened to that nigga, bro. That nigga just said, fuck this shit, I'm out. No, for real. Why you coming to Singing League, gang? But I ain't gonna lie though, that nigga still rich as hell though. So I mean, I guess you could do that whenever you rich as fuck. Yeah,
I mean, this man's whole career was derailed. Derailed so bad that he was locked up, his brother was locked up, his next project sold 24,000 copies first week. It was looking real bad for him. Think about it. Within one album, he went from 140K first week to 24K first week. That's almost the same thing.
I ain't gonna lie though, I'm sorry I'm pausing the video this much, bro, but I ain't gonna lie though, that nigga did take like a year or two off from music.
That Ice Spice sold first week. Now, Polo G isn't a random. He's been around for years at this time. Now, that doesn't mean he was always this huge artist, but he had been hot since around 2019. Him and TJ blew up. They had some hit songs out. Their song Pop Out peaked at #11. And after this first bit of success, he ain't slow down. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna take a break now. He kept following it up. He was dropping his music, feeding the fans, but there was a problem he was facing in the background, a life-threatening problem. Man. Barely a year into him having his career, making his money, the man would get sent to the hospital because he would almost OD. He was on drugs so bad at the time that it almost killed him. And really, throughout the whole length of his career, he would be facing problems like these. But a few months after the original ODing situation, he would do an interview speaking on how bad his addiction was. He said, I had a real bad X addiction for like 3 years. I used to think I had to be high to feel alive. It took a moment where I almost lost my life for me to finally let it go and pay attention to my health. Ever since the hospital incident, I quit doing X. I've been sober for 2 months. I say this to all the people battling drug addictions. It's more to life than just that. There's more things you could put your energy into. So for years, he had been facing drug problems, but he didn't have money. Now he's rich. Now he getting money. Now he can buy whatever drug he wants. Now he got all this pay. And we would see the effects of this as his career.
And I ain't gonna lie though, bro, us being the fans, bro, we don't really, like, we notice it of course, but like we're not there. We're not going through what the fuck he's going through, bro. So we don't really take consideration of that, bro. We really don't, bro. As people, we don't really consider and be like, damn, we don't know what the fuck he going through. He could be really going through it and he really might want to foul. But you know what I'm saying? Like, never know, bro. Drug addiction's crazy. I can't lie.
Go on, he would be openly on and off with these drugs. And there was a time where he would do an interview speaking on how he was still facing these problems.
In the past, I spoke on it on Instagram, just trying to free my mind to like drugs, period, and be sober, just knowing everything that go in the world behind addiction. And I actually was keeping up with
God dang.
staying off ecstasy for like a year plus, and then I end up relapsing off it around my birthday. So I was really feeling down on myself about that. Like I let my own self down by going back to my old habit. When you on the path of trying to strive for better or just being better, there's a lot of people who can be around you that's gonna either help you or be in the way of that. So that's why I came up with the line like,
that's some real shit right there, bro. And I had to learn it the hard way, bro, growing up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like I knew it, but I didn't fully grasp what the fuck that really meant, bro. And you really gotta pay attention to who the fuck around you, bro. Cause a lot of people that you around, bro, can really be holding you back. On God. They can really be the ones holding you back whole time. Whole time you supposed to be in a little, but you still hanging around these same lame. I ain't even gonna call them lame cause they might be bros. You feel me? I know how that situation is too, but I ain't gonna lie though. Just cause they the bros don't mean they good for you, gang. You can have love for a person all day, but that don't mean they good for you. You feel me?
Bring out the best of me or be a distraction.
Why is everybody putting up with ads like it's 2010? Like, it's 2025, guys. Just use Pi. This Chrome extension takes 5 seconds to set up and
fuck out my face.
So 2019 was the start of his success. 2020, he was starting to turn everything up. He was starting to drop a lot of music. But everybody was in the house at this time. So there wasn't a lot of room for him to get into no trouble or anything. He would just be locked in. But this little peaceful streak wouldn't last forever. 2021, we would have Polo G start the most life-changing year in his life and most life-ruining moment in his life. Instead of just being solely locked in on the music during 2021, he would also be in some legal problems. I mean, this would be the year when the superstar conversation would first start to spark up, because during this time, he would have a very viral snippet circulating on the internet. He would have this rap star snippet flying around the internet for a long time. People was wanting it, fans was wanting it. People who weren't even fans of Polo G was wanting this specific song that bad. And I'm pretty sure this is where a lot of the hype.
That motherfucker go like, oh no, this is how they feel me. Wait, no. I've been getting taking different pills, you know, got the BW, like fucking living.
For his next album will come from Hall of Fame. Now, Hall of Fame was a very pivotal moment for Polo G. This would be the biggest moment in his career. I mean, this album came out with a hit song on it. Rap Star sold 140,000 copies first week, but this album would also be the start of problems. The night this album comes out, he does a release party, right? And he's probably thinking it was gonna go smooth. Whole time it didn't go that way. Polo G would end up getting arrested the same night his album comes out, and the situation went viral. A6L wrote this. Polo G was recently arrested for—
I'm sorry I'm pausing the video. I'm sorry. Please don't get mad at me, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But damn, bro. Don't get mad at me, gang. I just want to show you the shit. Bro. I missed that shit about one, gang. I missed that shit about one. A demon? Man, that's some lame ass shit right there. Hey, though. Get here with me, though.
Following the Miami album release party for his new project. The arrest took place early Saturday morning as the rapper and his team were headed to an after party following the album release event. Polo G ended up getting booked, and they charged him with resisting arrest, battery on an officer, criminal mischief, resisting arrest, threatening a public servant, and he was getting held on a $19,000 bond. And so Polo G gets arrested. It's not looking good. Then we would have his mom coming out. She was basically defending Polo G. She was like, this is what happened that night, and I'm not cool with it.
We're in Miami and we just left Polo's release party. My kids called me in a frenzy saying that the police are all behind them, 20 cars deep, and this is not an exaggeration. Oh, no, what is ridiculous is the fact that a young black man can celebrate his success and still be looked at as a— Then when I go and I ask them, where is my son who's years old, they refuse to let me speak to my son. Do you see this? Do you see this? See this? When I say beyond ridiculous, beyond ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. All of this is because my son, Polo G, literally came from his album release party and going to his after party at Allure, and they stopped them because they were driving while black. Let's keep in mind that they were driving in a licensed vehicle with security and a driver, okay? He wasn't even the person driving. Do you know how scary that is? And then when I go and approach them to ask them about my children, and namely my minor son who's 16, they tell us if we don't leave—
And see, that's illegal right there, bro. They can't do that, bro. If that man's a minor, bro, they can't sit right there and tell that girl, that man mama, they can't speak to him. What the fuck? That's against the law, gang. I ain't gonna lie though, I know how moms be. I don't know the situation I went there, but I know how moms be. Moms do be taking up for their children though. But at the same exact time though, bro, you can tell, bro, she being dead ass about this shit, bro. She ain't put it on no front. This ain't no lie. It's real deal. Yeah.
That they gonna lock us up. I need y'all. I do not know if my children are safe, and I need you to flood Miami police department and tell them to let my sons go. Polo G, they have T-Baby, and I am not having it. My children will not be a casualty. I have raised my children right. They are respectful people, and we are celebrating the success, and this is how it ends, not on my watch. Not on my watch, and not today. I have a right to ask where my children are. I have a right to know where my child is. This is ridiculous. This is a waste of taxpayers' money. Ridiculous. And the only crime that they committed is being black and successful. Ridiculous. We're a car full of women, and you know what they told us at the end of the day? Them white men told us, motherfucker, you going to jail too. What I'm going to jail for? Look at this one. Look at him.
So that was her side of the story. Then we had the cops saying that originally he got pulled over because the tents was too dark. Cops said they was trying to talk to the driver. Driver ain't want to roll the window down. Eventually, situation escalated. It escalates, everybody's getting out the car. And everybody did get out the car except one person, Polo G. He had to be forced out of the cop. And the police said that Polo G was allegedly wild. And they saying he told the cops he would have killed him. He was talking crazy. This is allegedly what he said, quote unquote. I will kill you. I swear I'll use these fists to beat the out of you and knock your ass out. Then the situation will escalate from that to him getting put up.
I don't put it past him. That nigga from Chirac. You know how them niggas get down.
For the night. But this arrest will end up getting caught on camera.
This is the rapper or whatever his name is, and then I think this one's like his sister or something like that.
He actively resisted us on the team. He's some, I don't know, I never heard of these. Yo, he's new rappers. Who knows? He came with like 100 people. We arrested 11 of them. She's one of the 11. And I guess they're ready to go down their lives for him. I don't know who he is, whatever. Hey, like he thinks he's something, so, you know, be ready for it.
Yo! 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 Stop.
You broke as hell. I definitely.
Oh, here we go about the broke and about the money. Oh my God.
I'm just saying, you got $10,000 in your bank account right now. You got $10,000 in your bank account. I'm just saying, bro, because if you die right now, but what could you give your kids? If you die right now, what could you give the lady that you in bed with? What could you give to your mama? Have you ever bought your mama anything?
I ain't gonna lie though, and I know that cop was getting heated in that moment, bro, because he know this nigga rich as hell, and he over here telling this nigga this shit. He like, damn. I know he slick getting mad about that.
Yeah, Mother's Day.
If you buy your mama a car.
I don't understand that though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? None of that, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. When you comply with the police, bro, usually, bro, you gonna get off. Whenever you comply with them, everything just goes smooth, bro. You know what I'm saying? You do all that other shit later, take that shit to court, but I don't know why y'all feel the need to sit right here and talk crazy to him whenever you in the back of that bitch or after you about to get arrested, bro. I don't know why you talk crazy to him in general. If you would just sit right there and just comply and be respectful, I ain't gonna lie. Motherfuckers do be assholes and motherfuckers do be pulling niggas over for no motherfucking reason, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, whenever you sit right there and you be respectful, bro, and you be nice to motherfuckers, you do be getting off. Thanks.
Did you buy your mama a house? I did that. I did both of those.
So good for you, bro. I'm glad you did that.
Never in life.
I would love to do that one day.
You would love to do it, but you never will.
And what is that supposed to make me feel like? A less of a man than you are?
I ain't gonna lie though, Polo G, you wrong as hell for that, nigga. You lame as hell for that, bro. Telling another man he ain't gonna never accomplish that shit, bro. You lame as hell for that, fool, my mama, bro.
Yes, that's supposed to make you feel like less of a man.
So what I gotta do? I gotta be a rapper? But I do provide. I do. I just don't know how to sing like you.
You don't know how to sing.
I don't?
You can know how to be a man. You can know how to box. You can know how to play baseball.
Do you box?
Be a police
You box?
You want to be a police officer?
So I'm supposed to be a professional boxer, like a champion boxer, to make like millions of dollars? Sorry, man, I don't have the skill for that.
You could have been a doctor.
How come you didn't become a doctor?
You chose to be a police officer.
How come you didn't become a doctor?
For your family.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I do see where you coming from though, cause what's up with y'all niggas who want to be police officers? Like, how the fuck do you want to go do that shit? Like, you know what the fuck going on nowadays, bro. Why would you even want to do that shit? That shit lame as hell, fool.
I just asked you, do you got?
I make an honest living.
You invested in, bro? Do you even got any money in stocks, Bitcoin, anything? What could you get to your kids? You don't have you broke, bro. I'm telling you what's real. What could you if you die right now? Only thing they can say is he was a good officer.
That's enough for me.
That's not enough for your kids though, bro. That's why your kids trying to struggle with the day to day because you know you risking your life every day in this job, right? So a kill you dead and your kids gotta live with the fact they pops was losing. And now you dead and gone.
Nah, my son will be proud of me, bro.
And it ain't nothing that you could do.
He'll be proud of me. He'll be proud of me.
What could you do for them in the afterlife?
My kids are proud of me. I mean, like, my daddy was a hero. My daddy was.
I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't be a police officer, bro. That right there would have pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, it would have pissed me off. Cause why you? They don't even know me, gang. I'm doing my job. Cause 9 times out of 10, that's probably not even the police officer that originally started this shit. What it looked like, bro, is motherfuckers got called in for backup. He was probably just one of the ones that had to take his ass in, bro. Why is you mad at this nigga, bro? He can't do nothing, gang. He a low-level officer. He can't do shit. Why is you mad at him for, bro?
Was a
They
hero.
don't think like my pops was a bitch.
Nah, I would have. Maybe your kids. Maybe yours.
Down with a vest on.
Maybe yours. Not mine. Mine was think my daddy was a hero. I don't think about a legacy. I just come and I work and I try to do the best job I can and provide for my kids. Money don't make. I told you, man. Money don't make the worth of a man.
They're trying to say I'll close the window.
And he seemed like such a great guy too, bro. I don't know if you noticed, bro, but his hands ain't even shaking or nothing, bro. He stayed calm, bro. Even though he probably wanted to get mad, bro, he stayed calm during that whole situation, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's hard.
Go to the window and see if it's broke.
Listen, I'm just saying,
Go to the window and see
we would have had respite while we completed our report. Was that the police kicking the left door or the right door?
Until I went to sleep and woke back up and I was still in the back of that car. I got every right to be frustrated.
You're frustrated, but you didn't black out.
How come I didn't black out? You gonna tell me what the I did?
Because you were kicking the doors the whole time.
I'm telling you, when you first apprehended me, and they slammed me to the floor, I blacked out. That's what I just told this lady right here.
Bro, you were how when you were
fighting us the entire time. What are you talking about? You were resisting the entire time.
Don't you tell me.
Nigga, do I hear a motherfucking motorbike outside? What the fuck?
That's not what it said.
I'm tired of talking to your white bitch.
That arrest with the release of this album really opened up a can of worms for Polo G. It would start with him getting constantly arrested. A few months after this first arrest, he would end up getting arrested again in September 2021. We would see Polo G arrested, and it said that the car he was in got pulled over. Cops found him with the strap on him. He got a felony charge. But even though he did get booked on that specific charge, he got lucky. 3 of the charges back on that album release night ended up getting dropped. TMZ wrote this. Rapper Polo G could soon be off the hook for allegedly beating the crap out of a cop in Miami because the bulk of the charges against him are now dropped. Prosecutors tossed 2 charges against Polo G: battery of an officer and threatening a public servant. Polo G's misdemeanor charge for criminal mischief was dropped too. We're told prosecutors had insufficient evidence to move forward with their case on all 3 of those charges, but he would have to go through some anger management programs to actually get the cases dropped and closed. But this case wasn't shit compared to what was on the way in 2023. In August 2023, Polo G's house would get raided. I mean 12 running all through his crib, and at first, it was looking bad. TMZ wrote, Polo G's house is currently swarmed by law enforcement and the rapper is in handcuffs. Officers from the LAPD hit Polo's home early Wednesday morning with a search warrant. You can see a ton of law enforcement vehicles lined up on Polo Street, cops ordering people, including Polo G, out of the house one by one, putting them in cuffs, searching the property, doing all of this. Law enforcement sources tell us that the search warrant was executed in relation to a robbery and 4 suspects have been taken into custody, even though they're not booked yet. But you know, that wasn't the end of the situation. As the case would evolve and as more and more information would come out, the case would only get worse for Polo G. Not just Polo G though. Polo G and his brother, Trench Baby.
I ain't gonna lie, I respect this shit. I respect the video. But this shit is scripted as hell, gang. You ain't even looking at the camera for real. You're reading behind the notepad the whole time. But I respect it though. Hustle though.
They would be real deep in with the law. So after the raid, Burbank police would tell TMZ that Polo and Trench Baby had outstanding warrants for kidnapping, assault with a deadly weapon, and robbery, stemming from a report filed last April. They ended up both getting booked. We would have Polo G get booked for gun possession. His brother would get booked for robbery. They said that one night, Trench Baby allegedly robbed a man during a music video shoot. Basically, dude came to shoot the video with Trench Baby. Trench Baby drew strap on him. But not only did he draw strap on him, he forced the man to empty his pockets and wire him money with a gun pointed to his face. Polo G brother was tripping. Him and Polo G was rich at this point. Them niggas can have anything. They got all of this money. I don't know why he was still.
If you rich, why you got money? Why you doing that? That's greedy. You going to hell. You going, hey, karma, motherfucker, bro. Karma, a bitch. Karma's a mean bitch. A mean bitch.
Still robbing, but he could not shake that street mentality, and it was affecting Polo G. I mean, affecting Polo G so much that he ended up delaying his next album indefinitely. And something that I missed, something that I didn't even speak about yet, was this rollout that sparked up right around this time. So all of this going down 2023, we haven't had a project from Polo G since 2022. And it's been a 2-year gap since the last project. And I mean, it wasn't crazy at the time considering that his last album sold 140K first week. So people was like, you know what? Let's give him time to cook. And that was all good until this situation right here. This arrest leading up to this album, he was constantly teasing this new project called Hood Poet. Originally, it was supposed to get released on September 15th, 2023. But him getting arrested and his house getting raided made the plans change. This album will be delayed indefinitely. No date, no time frame.
Yeah, that shit got delayed like a year or something like that. It got delayed at some time.
Just fans hungry.
It came out last year in March.
And a lot of people started to blame Polo G's brother because he was in a bad position. He would have that robbery case going on, but not only would he have that case with the videographer going on, he would also be having a body pinned on him. TMZ wrote this: Polo G's brother Trench Baby is accused of killing a man in LA during a drive-by shooting and is currently sitting in a jail cell after being charged with felony M. Law enforcement told TMZ that Trench Baby has now been charged for the murder of a 20-year-old. But then at that same time, we would have Trench Baby's attorney coming out defending him. He was saying that the case against him is an example of the LA State Attorney's Office trying to charge a young man with very little physical evidence and a lot of hearsay. No murder weapon, no motive. His cell phone does not place him at the scene, no gunshot residue, and there's no eyewitness identifying. He was given a $2 million bond, but once he made the bond, the state attorney, who was spoken about justice reform, went back and pulled the bond. So fast forward to 2024, we got Polo G getting into more legal problems. Back in January 2024, yeah, he would announce, oh yeah, this album is coming out this year. But 2024 would be filled with so many different
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That first incident, the police were probably fucking with. Now, everything after that, bro, could have been avoided. 100%. Y'all niggas started crashing out like dumbasses and fucked up. Y'all just threw this shit away. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, y'all didn't really throw it away because, I mean, you stopped, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, but like, yeah, you know.
Legal problems. Stupid shit if we being honest. April 2024, he would get arrested again for guess what? Having another weapon on him. He was out in New York. Yes, New York, one of the strictest places in the country for gun laws, and he had a weapon on him. He had it in his hotel. Employee, I guess, was cleaning the room. They seen it, called the cops. 12 come, search the room. Oh, it's Polo G's weapon. They book him, charged him with possession of a weapon in the 2nd and 3rd degree. But right at the same time Polo G was facing these legal problems, his mom and his sister would be publicly getting into it with each other.
It took me a lot of points to get here. I wore my mom on Easter. Beat the dog out of her. Bro, she a fake wanna be fake our birth legends ass. You not none of that. Let's talk about it. No, I don't get no Miana. I don't get no I don't care no more. I tore that up. Yes, I did. And I beat the baby mama.
Lame.
Stop playing with me. I said in court cases for my brother. I said in literal court cases for my brother. The house.
You can take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga.
Got raided. Bitch wasn't there. But you writing paragraphs.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, chat. I could have sworn something just fell behind me. I'm geeked.
That's on social media. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, bro. Bro, this lady shot at me. She shot at me. She shot at Trench Baby. Like she shot at me 16 times. This lady, bro, my mom is fucking narcissistic. First of all, you never even believed in my brother's career. When he even came, I'm the one that told you to no, Shaolin, I'm not doing that because this want to post all of this on social media playing with me.
But their beef would only get worse. After this would come out, Polo G's mom would get accused of shooting at her daughter, Polo G's sister. And this went viral everywhere. People all over the internet was watching it saying like, damn, wait, what's going on? And this footage of this happening online. Now I can't show you because we're on YouTube, but Polo G would respond to it.
Family public issues spill over to social media. Like, you know, everybody saw the situation between your mom and your sister. Do you intervene or do you let them work that out?
For sure, I'm always intervene. It's like, I don't want to see no shit like that, you know? So I'm always try to in between it before it go too far.
That gotta be a rough one. What you mean go too far? They was fighting and shooting at each other. This is Chicago. Chicago. I might have to start adding Chicago with Florida. He said before it go too far. What's too far? They was fighting and shooting, Polo. That's normal to Chicago people.
It's just being broadcasted more, and like everybody gonna talk about it. But everybody family go through shit.
No,
like that's I'm accustomed to.
No, well, I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie. Nigga, on my 10th birthday, kid you not, my uncle White. Bro came outside with a shotgun on my other uncle. My other uncle got the nunchucks. I swear to God, this is no lies, and bro, this is no bullshit, bro. Bro, fuck this. I gotta tell y'all this story real quick, bro. This shit funny as hell, bro. Nigga, this is my 10th birthday, bro. These niggas done got the bumping at my 10th birthday party, cut. You feel me? Bro, one nigga done fucking broke the gate. Right? It was originally my brother fighting my other uncle, because I got two uncles, Jeff and James. You feel me? So boom, my brother and Jeff get into it. Cool. Then him and James get into it. James done whipped out nunchucks. Jeff done whipped out shotgun. On live, they finna go to war right here. I'm talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Call of Duty. Nigga, this shit was finna go down.
What? I'm like, no.
Minus the shoot.
No, that's normal to him.
and how do you intervene? Because you can't pick a side. It's like you almost gotta just.
Oh shit, my bad, Chet, my bad. I'm glad I looked up. And my cousin pulled a gun on my brother too. No cap.
Try to put them both in the room and be like, let's have this conversation.
Yeah, that's definitely the angle to take, because my sister a pretty headstrong person. She her mother child, you know?
So even though his life has been full of all of these problems, that album, his first album in years, would finally come out to horrible sales. He basically lost all of his momentum with all the legal problems he was facing. With him being in and out of jail every other month, he basically killed all of his momentum. He drops Hood Poet, this long-awaited album. It sells 24,000 copies first week, a 116,000 decrease in sales. Basically,
my motherfucking blunt won't light. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit, it's me.
If he doesn't come out and drop a masterpiece as his next album, or have a hit song, or have a viral snippet, I think it might only get worse for him. But this still not the end of the story, because he comes out, drops his album, it flops, and a few months later, guess what will happen? The man gets arrested again on a second gun charge in 1 year. Once again, he was out, traffic stop happened. Police check his car, guess what they find? A weapon on him, another felony. And you know, right now, just because he isn't in jail for some of these charges.
So it sounds like everything just revolving around a gun. Bro, why the nigga can't have a gun for, bro? You see me? He's a rapper. Like, he's supposed to have, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's in public. I feel like he should be able to carry a gun with no legal issue. No, for real.
That don't mean it's not gonna come back in the future and hunt him. Because when it's time to sit in front of that judge and they trying to figure these cases out, I don't think the judge gonna go light on him, because the amount of charges he done earned in the past 2-3 years. But luckily, right at the end of the year, he would end up beating that original case from April. Who knows what's next for Polo G, but it don't seem like it's gonna be good for him when you looking at everything that he's done. I guess only time will tell.
Hey,
Fans love it when rappers are really about.
You feel me? We got votes. Yeah, we got both of y'all niggas. Yeah. Hey, though, I'm just showing them behind the scenes of what goes on. You feel me? And this is what goes on. I'm recording another video for y'all. Man, nigga. Anyways, yeah, man. I made the return. Y'all ready for this? We finna go crazy. And I'm telling you this. I made a promise for myself. I have no job right now. I ain't gonna lie, I'm planning on getting a job, but it's gonna be like some little part-time shit. You feel me? But I told myself I was going to be consistent and I was going to drop. Because I realized that if I would have kept on going, we could have already been global with this shit. You feel me? We could have been family right here. You feel me? Global, all over the world with this shit, nigga. But yeah, man, I'm back though. I'm back and I'm better. Yeah, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you fuck me, fuck me. If you don't fuck me, don't fuck me. Let's do it, man. Oh!